What would be helpful for you to know this week? We're going to use our Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So this one, we'll give it a pull and then see what comes out. So what would be helpful for you to know this week? So take what resonates, leave the rest. And this is going to be for all signs. All right, so you know how I feel about the energy at the bottom of the decks. The first card I'm seeing is TikTok, right? So some of you, time may be running out, or you may feel like time's running out, or it's like, you're under the gun, you're under pressure. Maybe there's a decision that needs to be made. Maybe there's some sort of action that needs to be taken. But what I'm getting right now in terms of what you need to know this week is some of you need to get it into high gear. There may be a lot of activity coming towards some of you because they're calling my attention to this 30. And for me, with 30, it breaks down to a 3, which is like manifestation energy. So some of you may be seeing 333. So what I'm getting is whatever it is that you've been procrastinating on or procrastinating about, whatever projects, whatever movement, whatever action you've been wanting to take, now is the time to do this. Now is the time to manifest this project, right? Now is the time to manifest that relationship. Rather than sitting and thinking and waiting and procrastinating, this is the time to take action. Now is the time to go after that job. But anyway, that's what I'm getting just intuitively. So let's give it a shuffle and then see what else comes out. Ooh, because you already know. You already know. That's what I'm going to call this. This is an easy one. Deep knowing. You already know what you need to do. So there's no reason for you to be sitting there and overthinking and putzing around, because deep down you already know this. Some of you may even be getting dreams. You may be getting like certain psychic experiences. You may also be having like messages come through like from ancestors, or even just people that you don't know who just seem to deliver a message that confirms what you already know and suspect within. Because they're calling my attention to this star right here, and it's telling me that this is your destiny. And you see this owl? So you've already gained the wisdom that you need, right? So there's no more need to keep thinking about this, because you already know what's going to make you happy, right? Happy, happy. Go after what makes you happy. We'll give it one more shuffle because this was an easy reading. I love this. Oh, this is sweet. For some of you, it has to do with love. Look at that. It says loyal heart. So what I'm going to say is two things. So in terms of if it's some sort of romantic relationship or if it's some sort of love relationship, right? Whether it's new or it's existing, you already deep down know what you need to do in terms of the action you need to take. And look at this. This breaks down to this is a 35, which again breaks down to an 8. And they're also calling my attention. And look at that. Key again. TikTok. So that's the message. You got to get going, man. It's time. Because they're calling my attention to the key. So there's like a key here. I don't know if you can see that. Like a key here. So I'm hearing somebody holds the key to your heart, right? And you already know this. But it's time. It's time for you to take this action. And if it's also like, nothing romantic, right? But say something you're passionate about in terms of career or a job or an opportunity, what Spirit wants you to know is like this week is time. It's time for you to take action. Let me get one more and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, happy, happy. Because you already know what's going to make you happy, right? Look at the rainbow here. All your happiness. But some of you are very self-critical. Because look, you're looking at this here, this never-ending story. Look at the way she's sitting like, oh my God, here we go again. This isn't going to work. So it's all those negative things we tell ourselves, right? Why something won't work and why we keep repeating the same things over and over in terms of those patterns. But really and truly, it's kind of like you getting in your own way in terms of your mind, right? In terms of your head, like you're playing these mind games that are just sabotaging yourself. And you're very self-critical. So some of you need to work on that in terms of healing that part of you that's preventing you from taking the steps to go after or to do what you know you need to do, because you already know. No, for real. You already know. Wow. But you know what? Let me read happy, happy. Because I think for some of you, you're kind of in that negative mindset of why something isn't going to work, right? Why you might get rejected, why something's going to be a failure. And Spirit's saying to you, that is not the case. You already know, but you just have to trust it. So it says, happy, happy. Essential meanings: joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The Oracle's message: your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. And that's what you have to tell yourself. Like today I had to drop some money and I was like, gosh, darn it. That was not what I was planning on spending. And I said to myself, you know what? Let it go. And just know that whatever I spend, and maybe for some of you, you need to say this, have this mantra. Every time you spend something, somebody told me that, say to yourself, it's going to return to me tenfold, right? And just let it go. It says find, so it's the same thing for some of you in terms of your happiness. It says find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing. So this is what you need to tell yourself, right? Instead of focusing on the negative things that you think can go wrong. From the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment. For you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. So now Spirit's saying this is not the time to keep yearning. Some of us get stuck in the yearning and the longing. Spirit is saying now is the time. Embody that energy now, right? And that will propel you to go after what it is that you already know. Remember, deep knowing you already know is going to make you happy. It says now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Also, it has to come from within. And that's why I'm saying some of you got to do that internal work. It says your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. So some of you also have to surrender. You know, it's not my will, but thy will, right? It says all is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. Then it also has a relationship message. It says there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return, right? Some of us are afraid of that because we're so used to, some of us, transactional relationships. You know, lately transactional relationships have become what people think are the norm in terms of this is what a relationship is, when really and truly it's more attachment. Like a lot of times what we confuse for love is really attachment, right? And so we kind of get conditioned into transactional conditional relationships as opposed to unconditional relationships. So when they show up in our lives, we don't know how to handle them, right? So it says to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is a kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness, and that's what I'm saying, you're going to attract that, attracts more of itself like bees to honey. Now we also have a prosperity message, so we'll read that and wrap up. It says, this is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and well compensated for it. So even if you aren't, just know this is what you're going to tell yourself. This is coming, right? It says, the world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. So see, if it's going to bring you joy, go after it. You can do it. Your soul already knows the way. So this is going to be, the path is going to be revealed to you, but you have to take the first few steps, right? And then the rest will come. So anyway, hope this is helpful. Take care. Bye.